again, everyone. I'm here with a little bit of an unboxing from Jet Pens. I haven't done a lot of unboxings from Jet Pens on the channel because usually when I order from them, I'm just ordering a thing or two and it's usually not that exciting. It's like tape or a pair of scissors or something like that. But this has some fun stuff in it that I thought you might like to check out. So let me go ahead and get these out. And then I will go over what they are. Okay, so that was that. It's still just a few items. I'm usually not purchasing a ton of items at any one time. So I will talk about this one first, since this is the sort of the smallest thing in the order. So this is a Pilot Kakuno. I recently purchased a Pilot Kakuno in the pink color from Amazon, and I thought that they would be really great sketching pens. And then when I did this order, they were actually offering a free promotion where you would get a free Pilot Kakuno with your order over a certain amount of money. So I was super stoked, and I got the fine, whereas the other one's a medium. And I do plan on using this for sketching. I plan to put some sort of waterproof ink in it, and I just thought, you know, this is kind of a throw around pen that would be good. I tend to like finer nibs for sketching, specifically watercolor sketching, although sometimes I'll just do pen and ink. So that's why I got the fine here. The medium one that I have already, I think writes beautifully. I've been so impressed by it, and I'm a little late to the Pilot Kakuno game, but now that I'm there, this is my second one, and it was so much nicer that it was free too. They're pretty cheap as it is, though. Okay, so I'm going to put that off to the side, and then I'm going to talk about this one, and then I'm going to talk about this and open that up. It looks like I might need some scissors to get in there. Okay, so this one is the Kuretake. I think they're called Kapopo, although this is all in Japanese. I think the version I got had some English writing on it, but these are pens that you, there is a, let's see, I can't really, I'll move all that to the side. So there are these little inserts that you soak up fountain pen ink with, and then you put the fountain pen ink in these pens. And I already had a set of 5 of these in just the regular fine liner style, and these are brush pens. They're the same kind of thing. So I'm definitely putting towards the top of my list for future videos, trying both these brush pens and the fine liners out for you all on camera. I still have to decide on what inks I want to put in them. I have so many options, and there's, you know, there's so many lovely inks that could go in there. I don't think I'm going to put any sparkly inks because I think that it would all get stuck in this little piece of whatever this is that you soak the ink in and then you put in the barrel. So I have to kind of think about what inks might work best. But I was really excited to see that they had a brush pen option with this, because I think that would be, you know, even better for sketching. I think that it would be really nice to put a water-soluble ink into one of these and then draw with the pen, and then also draw with like a water pen at the same time, so you could do some washes with it. I think it could lead to some really interesting things. So I'm excited about that. And stay tuned for a future video testing both this one, the brush pens, and the fine liners out. Okay, so I'm going to put that off to the side. And then this is sort of the big purchase of the bunch. Oh, it looks like I might be able to take off the plastic without scissors here. Might take a little bit of unwinding. So this is a Retro 51 pen. It is a fountain pen, and I'll open it up here and show you what it looks like. And oh, that's really pretty. So it is this abalone shell here, and it seems to be really well seated in the box there. That's really, really nice. And I don't have any other Retro 51 pens, and then there is a converter here in the box. And I heard, you know, I don't know how true this is, but I heard that they were going to be not making fountain pens anymore. At least I think I heard that from the folks at Goulet Pens. And I think the pandemic has really kind of affected their company, but, you know, don't hold me to that. I'm not really sure. But when I saw this on Jet Pens, I thought, well, I don't have a Retro 51 fountain pen, and this one is just super beautiful. Let me get it out of the package here. So, yeah, but I've heard good things about their fountain pens. I was just noticing that, oh, it's because I think it was a little, the cap was a little bit off. And it had gone to the side a little bit because it wasn't completely screwed on. I was like, what's going on with this pen? It's all crooked. So I got a medium nib, which is kind of what I get when I'm not really sure what nib I want to get for a pen. And I'm looking at the nib now, and it looks a little bit, oh my goodness, all of these things seem a little bit crooked to me. But maybe that's just, here, let me show you. Maybe you can tell me whether you think that looks a little crooked or not. Maybe it's just the light. It might just be the light reflecting. And that feed seems kind of loose as well. I'll have to mess with that. So I don't have an ink set up yet to put in this one. I might put abalone in it from Troublemaker. That would make sense with the abalone pen. But I just love the design of this pen, and I love this sort of brassy rose gold color here on the trim. And I had heard that they were going to be not making fountain pens anymore, and I kind of wanted to have one so that I could at least try it out before they stop making pens, if that's the case. So let's see. Yeah, that feed does seem a little wobbly, so maybe the key is just not to mess with it. And like I said, I don't have any ink ready today. I'll probably do a future video where I go ahead and ink this up and test it out. It feels pretty good unposted. Let's see. I think I'd be a little bit concerned about this cap, which is fairly substantial, digging into that, but I'm going to go ahead and post it. Yeah, it feels very back heavy with that posted. I probably would not post this pen. It feels pretty light unposted though. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the balance. Just based on my little bit of fiddling with this pen here, I am a little bit concerned that ink might go dry in it, just because I'm not sure how firm the or secure the threads are on here. But we'll see. I'll test it out and let you all know. This was kind of on the more expensive side for a Retro 51. It seemed like they generally ran around $50 or $60, and this one was a little bit more than that. And they seem to have a limited quantity at Jet Pens as well, so I'm not sure if they're still going to be available by the time I show this to you. But you might be able to find it somewhere else too. And let's see. It looks like there's a little bit of... Yeah, I have to say that I'm not really that super excited about what I'm seeing so far, because it looks like there's a part of the pen right here that either got chipped or didn't get smoothed down. I don't know if you can see. There's just a little bit right there. You might or might not be able to see that, but it just seems like a little rough area. I thought there was something stuck on the pen, but I think it's actually some area, either an imperfection or some area that didn't get filed down. But other than that, I mean, it's a really beautiful color. I love the color combination. We'll see how it performs as a fountain pen. And I'm not sure who makes their nibs, but this is a steel nib. And like I said, I got a medium, so I'll see. It seems fairly small for a medium. And I can't remember if they had a broad. I'm really leaning more towards wider nibbed pens these days. Yeah, so the thread, so this is, I think, how it was before, and it looked a little crooked. And it seems like the threads don't necessarily always seat in alignment. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's a reason why they're no longer making fountain pens, yeah? I don't know. But this was an experiment. And we will see. Okay, that is actually part of the logo. I thought there was a scratch there. Okay, I'm actually going to open up the body and see what's in here as well. Wonder if it has... Oh, yeah. It sounded like there was something rattling around in there. So it comes with 2 ink cartridges and then this converter. I probably will just use the converter. But yeah, I wondered what was going on there. It's like, what's going on with all that rattling? So it was just, I'm just going to put those back in there for now. But yeah, it seems a little squeaky around the threads, but we'll see. We'll see. If it writes well, I think I can forgive the mistakes or, little imperfections that are on there now. But if nothing else, it is a very beautiful pen. All right, so follow up on that. I'm going to follow up on that in the future, and then I'm also going to follow up with these Kapopo, which I think is how you say them, although there's no English on here. The Kuretake pens that use fountain pen ink. These are the brush pens. And I'm not sure if I'll do a follow-up on the Pilot Kakuno, but I definitely love the one I've already been using. So at this point, it's a big recommend. Maybe if there's a noticeable difference between the fine and the medium, I might do an update on that. All right, so that's it for today. Feel free to subscribe to keep track of future videos on my channel. And if you liked this video, give it a like. And I hope to see you next time. But in the meantime, have a great day. Thanks so much. Bye.